Chosen Vessels, what's the deal? It's your main man, Druuill, and I'm back at you again with another video. I need each and every vessel to hit that like button, hit that share button, and don't forget to subscribe. Shout out to the Galactic family, the GCVs, and of course, Drew Nation. Let's get right into it. You're way better than they thought you were. Everything they tried to make you feel bad about, you no longer have to. You're better than they could have ever imagined. They may have tried to make you feel bad about some things, but you no longer have to feel bad about them anymore. Because you learned from the experience and you grew from it and you allowed it to make you better. So that's why you don't have to feel bad about it anymore. You took what they may have tried to make into something negative and you turned it into something that changed your whole entire life. You took the things that they tried to make you feel bad about and made it something positive. That's a very wise thing to do. When life gives you lemons, you have to make lemonade. Can't just sit there and suck on a sour lemon. As a wise man once said, that's not going to do you any good. That lemon is gonna, either your life is gonna be a lemon and it's gonna suck, or you gotta take that lemon and make some lemonade. And you will do that. And they have to give credit where credit is due. You are the type of person that can make the best out of the most negative situations. You could take the most negative situation and turn it into a positive one. And that's what you should do. That's what is best for you to do. It's best to take a negative situation and turn it into a positive one. Because if you can do that, the benefit from that will be far greater than letting things go south. You have to try to conserve your energy and you got to use your energy as wise as you can. You have to be a stand-up person when it comes to dealing with people, because if you're better, you're going to have to be better. It's not just something that you can talk about. It's not something that you can say. It's not something that you should be prideful or boastful about. It's just something that you choose to do because you want that for yourself. And that's all that is. You want that for yourself. You want the best for you. So when those try to make you feel opposite or make you feel down, because it might be something that they're fighting, it might be something that they're going through. So they feel that this is a great opportunity for them to clear the energy that they're dealing with, clear how they're feeling, but it always comes right back to them. It doesn't stay away for long. And that's what they don't realize. That's what projection does. When you project onto other people, you still have to deal with the issue. Working on yourself is extremely important. It will help you improve your decision making. It will help you in times where you don't know what to do. You can always fall back on what you know, which is very important. When people point things out that are bad about you, or that aren't good, what you can do is you take it and you turn it against them and you weaponize it. They may have a long list of things that you're not good at or that you're bad at. They may be able to find every reason why things aren't going right for you and why you're not succeeding. Excuse me for a second. I'm tired of fighting this. I mean, man. There we go. All right. That's what I'm talking about. That's it right there. Very refreshing. But you're way better than they thought. And that's all that counts. You don't let the things that they do take you too far deep into the rabbit hole. What they say, what they do, it doesn't have power over you. You can bypass all of that. It may take a little time to get over it, but you can do it. And sometimes you're at a different level. Sometimes you might be better than others. But the fact that you can keep going, that says a lot. The fact that you don't give up, that says a lot. And the fact that you will improve on things that you need to work on, that also says a lot. People can say whatever they want, but if it's something positive that someone says to where you can make a change and it's some good advice, you'll take it. You won't even get upset. You won't even get mad. There's nothing to get mad or upset about. You're working towards solving problems and creating solutions. Solution-based ideas, getting the problems out the way, allowing better to come into your life. But a lot of people will try to paint a negative picture and they want you to focus on the negative. Like a bad situation and a bad time is not going to stay. When things go wrong, it's best to focus on what's right. And it's best to put your attention on what you can do, not what's already messed up. Like when someone is already going through something, getting them to focus on the problem, how's that going to help? It's better for them to focus on the solution. If you train your mind to focus on problems, when problems arise, you're only going to be able to see the problem. Okay, we're going somewhere with this. When problems arise, you're only going to be able to see the problem if that's the way you've trained your mind. If you focus on the solutions, when problems come, you'll be more geared towards solutions. We all have to bring our mind to a point to where we say, okay, I recognize a problem. You have to be able to recognize problems. That's a good skill, but you also have to be able to create solutions to those problems because that's a better one. And that's why you no longer have to feel bad about your past. You no longer have to feel bad about things that weren't right, things you did wrong, things that people said, because you knew in a matter of time that you would get past all that and all that would be behind you. You knew that certain people would be behind you, negative people bringing you down, saying horrible things every time they're in your presence because they can't stand your positive outlook. People will try to crush that spirit, but you didn't let that happen. You get knocked down, you get back up, and you keep going. because they want you to stop. And the reason why they want you to stop is because it's going to please them. They wanted you to please them, do things that suited them, and the result of that would have been you losing yourself and becoming what somebody else wanted. And you can't do that. That's throwing your life away and putting yourself to the back burner when other people are putting themselves first. And they may just not have any goals. They may not have anything that they want to do. But when you're working towards a goal, when you're working towards something, not everybody's going to be supportive of that. And things will sometimes people will say things, harmful things that are being said to make you give up. They'll point out flaws, they'll point out how you did this wrong and how that's not right, or they just won't say anything at all. But they'll be all up in the Kool-Aid though. You have to try to be as I don't want to say like, I would just be to yourself about what you do. People don't have to know. The less people know, the better when it comes to what you're doing, because they will be upset and they won't like it if what you're doing is better than what they're doing. When they look at themselves and they look at you, if what you do is of a greater value or is getting more attention or people just seem to like it better or whatever the reason is, they'll figure out a way to try to make you fail. All right. And it could be something as getting you fired from a job because they know you have plans on investing in yourself. All right. You're not wasting your money like everybody else is. You're putting yours to the side, you're investing it, and they see that you're not worried. They see that you're not upset. They see that everything is working out. That's because when people plan and when people save and when people conserve and don't live outside their means and don't try to impress other people, things add up and pile up very quickly. It's real easy to get your yourself in order and get things right when you're not doing things that are harmful to that process. So it's best for you to stick to the script. That's what that means, sticking to the script. You create a script for yourself to stick to. All right. You stay down until you get up. Maybe you can't do what everybody else does. Maybe you've got to live your life a little different right now because there are certain things that you're trying to achieve. There's certain goals you got, but you're better than they thought still. All the mistakes, all the errors, all the things you did wrong, you're better than them. I mean, you're better than what they thought. Excuse me. Because when they try to make you feel bad about the things you did wrong, you took that on the chin. Every time they tried to make you feel bad about something that you did wrong, you took that and you added it up and you put it in your memory bank and you use that to motivate you so you would have something to push you to do right. Now that's what you're focused on, doing right. They tried to get you to focus on everything you were doing wrong. You couldn't even see what you were doing right. That lowers a person's self-esteem, and that makes a person think that they're a problem. That makes a person think that they're a problem. They're gonna go throughout their life thinking that is something wrong with them whenever they go to interact with somebody. That's a cruel, sick thing to do to a person's mind. But the thing about recovering is that when you get better and you can see things clearer after you put your thoughts back together, you damn near put your mind back together, you have to just take a second and just look at how far you've come and look at all your accomplishments and look at all the good things you've done. Focusing on what you do wrong makes you feel like crap when you don't know what to do about it, or you don't know how to go about finding a solution. It's just like you just keep beating your head up against the wall. When you focus on what you do right, you stand a better chance of being optimistic. A person that's optimistic can get through anything. A person that has an optimistic mindset can see the light at the end of the tunnel. People say that, but it sounds really good. But when you're in that tunnel, it's dark. It's dark in there. It's like you can't see, but there's this light at the end of the tunnel. People may not be able to see what they're going, but that light at the end of the tunnel has to be that positive mindset. It has to be those good things that you think about yourself when everything is going wrong and you don't feel too hot, you don't feel too good. You have to be able to find something good about you. You got to be able to find something good about you. You have to. That way you won't have anything bad to feel about. Whatever they try to make you feel bad about, you'll know that has nothing to do with you. The better you feel about yourself, you're going to realize that when who the better you feel about yourself, you're going to realize that there were people who tried to make you feel not good. You're going to realize just how good you could really feel, and then you're going to think about how it feels to be around certain people, and you're going to be like, whoa, I remember that. And you don't want to continue to go through that. No one does. But the fact that you're better now because you took the things that they tried to put you down for, you may not have done this right. You may not have done that right. Maybe you were new learning it. You were trying your best. This person was just being a jerk. People don't want to show you how to do things, but they want to criticize you on every little thing. And that's cruel. That is a sick thing to do. And that's just the way it is with some people. That's what they do as a way to try to eliminate those good feelings about yourself. Some people rather see you sad, and when you feel good about yourself, that's not something that they want to be a part of. It's not something that they want to witness. You feeling good about yourself is something that they're not going to be able to handle for long. You know that. But you're way better than they thought because they tried to make you feel bad and you no longer have to. You realize that you don't have to feel bad anymore. How great is that? You realize that you don't have to look down on yourself. You don't have to see yourself as a failure. You don't have to see yourself as someone that's inadequate, someone that'll never make it. You don't have to see yourself as someone that's not good enough. You don't have to see yourself as someone that can't do it. Whatever you feel you can do, it can be done. You just have to want it bad enough, and you have to find a way to do it. And you will, because your mind is always working. you will find a way to get what you want and get where you want. Sometimes things that people say stick with us. It sometimes it might even shape our reality, but we have to reshape it because what someone said shouldn't be strong enough to get in the way of what you're trying to do. What someone says shouldn't be a reason for you to stop. They may point a finger, they may have something to say, they may point out everything you're doing wrong, and it may be right. But you shouldn't give up because of that. You find a solution because of that. You don't stop what you love to do because everything's not going the way it's supposed to do. You find a solution and you still do what you love to do. That's what that's about. It's all about finding solutions. If something's not going right, what can I do to make it go right? What can I do to make it get better? You have to want the solution bad enough. You have to want the results bad enough. All right? And when people try to make you feel bad, focus on a good part of yourself. What do you do good? They might point out what you don't do right. Maybe you're focused on the wrong things because of what they're saying. So what you do is you flip it and you focus on things that you do right. They could tell you what you do wrong. You don't pay attention to that. You focus on what you do right, and other things will be right. If all you could do is focus on wrong, things are going to continue to go wrong. You won't believe in yourself. You'll doubt yourself. You won't think that you can do things. That is a rough mindset to not think that you can do things, to not think that you're good enough. You wanna not only think but know that you're good enough, and you're just as good as everybody else. People can have the things to say about you that they have to say. Oh well, they're gonna try to make you give up by making you feel bad about yourself, because when a person feels so low, they're not even gonna try. When a person feels so low, they won't even go after what they want to do anymore, and they attack your dreams if they know, if they've been around you long enough, if they see what you're into, if they see what you're involved in, they attack it. And people who don't think you can't do something don't put you down because you do it. People who don't want you to do something might put you down because you do it. Somebody that doesn't think you're going to make it, they might shrug their shoulders at you, but that's still rough too, because there are some people who don't think you're going to make it, and they're nasty about it. Like they think you're not going to make it, and they put a little extra, they put a little extra something on that thing. They make you feel like a fool for trying, and they know you want to do something better, and they know you're trying to work something out, but they the way they look at it, it doesn't feel positive for you. It leaves you feeling like you're stupid, or like you're dumb for trying, kind of thing. Like it leaves you feeling like, why bother? Like, what am I doing? Maybe I should go do something else. But that's the trick that the enemy will play on your mind, because they want you to go do something else because you're this close. You're really getting close. They see that you've gotten better and it's something that you do, and you're not going to stop. So they're at their wits end with you, and they'll do anything they can to make you put it down and give up and go do something that would make them feel better, because that would be one less goal accomplished for you, a win for them. like to thank you for watching this video. Smash the like button, smash the share button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. We out.